So this is the new BMW 7 Series I collected yesterday. The first thing you'll look at on this car is this enormous grille. I think it actually looks great, and it actually brought this car into has more of a status when you're driving it, and people actually do look at it, and that's kind of what the designers wanted to achieve. Alloys look great. There's more chroming on this vehicle all around. They've recently made the bumper a lot more linear, more squared, for a more imposing look, and lower down to the floor. The bonnet was also redesigned to be, again, more squared. Sorry for being repetitive, but that's really the way I can describe it. We look around the front. Fact is, this BMW logo is actually the biggest BMW logo ever produced. What happened is, when the designers put in this new grille, they found that the actual logo was tiny. It was something like this, and it would disappear on the car. So they actually had to redesign it to make it look proportionate to everything else. But yeah, I think the actual design quite works well. It finally kind of stands out, like the A8 and like the Rolls-Royce, for example, which, obviously we know, pretty much same company. So, but yeah, they did that. They did this famous, now being dubbed the hockey stick. So rather than being a bit slanted and smaller, they actually made this vent much more linear, and it goes all the way back. So I love this hockey stick, chrome hockey stick, we can say. I personally, if I had this car, would black it out. I think it would look very cool black, but obviously this is a status car, chauffeuring as well, or you can drive it yourself. I can honestly say this is one of the best saloon cars I've driven so far. This is a 730D model, and it's just so responsive. It's a torque monster. I mean, the sound is fabulous, and it's just so light and fun to drive. This one has similar to Audi, the four-wheel steering as well. That'll help you with the turning circles, sort of like the 8 Series. And then this one has a technology pack, rear reversing camera. It has a 3D view all around the car, which you can see. And the 3D view allows you to look at different angles from the car, from these cameras located here, the top, underneath, and in different areas, and really helps when you're parking in a tight spot. So if we go around the back, we can see, like Audi, they have finally come around to understanding that this is the future of design. This sort of linear lighting going across that actually came out in the 1980s. The first concept with kind of red plastic in the Porsche, for example, and then they removed it, then they brought it back now. And the German manufacturers are really working hard to integrate it. We can switch it on now. You can see, looks great. Really nice. Modern exhaust, like we saw in the 8 Series. Not quite trapezoidal design, but this does the trick. The idea of BMW was kind of to create a car that was more imposing. Obviously, BMW had to cater for a market. And the 7 Series, as we read and we found out from sales records, it's the Chinese market. And why? Because they buy more of them. So what did the Chinese market say? They wanted a more imposing car. And BMW definitely gave us that. I mean, if we look at these grills. So these are the new BMW laser lights that we had in the 8 Series, if I'm not wrong. And the X7, and probably some other model, but I can't remember. But it is incredible. Yesterday I was driving in the middle of the countryside, no lights whatsoever, and it just looked like a light show. Just lasers moving around, lighting up signs for me, road markings, dimming out cars coming by. I was just in awe. It was really incredible to drive and see that in person. So I really recommend testing this car to see this in action and take some dark roads, because it's gonna make your day. It really will. If we go inside the car, Oh, and it opens when you approach it. You don't have to touch your key. Yeah, if we go inside, it is a fantastic place to be, as usual with BMW, really. Obviously, it's not a 4 Series. The only one, yeah, the 4 Series is probably one of the only BMWs that's a bit strange to get in. In fact, there's some parts of the seats that get ruined because every time you rub against them. But yeah, the interior is not the most exciting place to be. It's extremely elegant, very comfortable. It hasn't changed much from the previous version, apart from a few things here and there, but there's no complaining, and most of all, no cheap parts anywhere to be seen. I mean, just look. Wait, where is it? There it is. Look at that. It has like a detailing with a little gloss black and chrome. It's just, I mean, those are the things that when you're spending this sort of money, you look for in a car, I think at least. If we start it on again, steering wheel lowers to get into position, virtual cockpit. Stunning. Then we have also the driving modes. So obviously, you know, eco mode, comfort, and sport. And it's just the whole animation, the whole detail to the technology in BMW, they're just leading it. And I am a fanatic of Audi design in exterior and interior, but I think BMW is the leading brand in technology, and all the little gimmicks and little ideas are just so cool and just make you think, yes, I'm gonna get a BMW rather than anything else. We can see here the gloss black. It does get scratched. That's the only thing. In fact, here we have some marks from keys being thrown or whatever. But this can be protected. This can be also treated and changed as well. But yeah, we can see this is really nice. The wireless charging, the cup holders. This is the control to the iDrive, the typical gear shift, a lot of storage. Wonderful leather speaker, all Harman & Kardon speakers. Let's close the door. So you have memory seats as well, so you can memorize whatever position you like. And yeah, and everything is controllable. So you can actually lift this up, down, lumbar support, backrest, the support for the legs, everything can be controlled. Obviously, this is not the Li version, so we don't have screens, we don't have tables, we don't have the rear seats that incline. But I mean, this is the car mostly for who will be driving it. And my God, it's so much fun. So we can sit at the back of the car. I'm gonna pretend someone's chauffeuring me. Can we just turn off the video and just enjoy it? No, it's really nice. I mean, I'm pretty short, like borderline an Oompa Loompa, but this is a decent amount of space here, and I cannot complain. The stitching, I mean, you can't ignore that, but yeah, the back, beautiful. Ceiling lights, is that what we can call it? Storage for magazines. Let's close the door. So silent. Let's take this out. Go on. So yeah, again, no cheap plastic, just quality materials, beautiful ambient lighting. My neighbors will probably be asking why I'm sitting inside the back of my car in my parking. Just talking to myself, but let it be. Obviously, in the Li version, you have the screens. I think you have a little table, but I'm not sure. And you have all of the controls here to actually incline your seat and move the ones forward. This one doesn't have it because, as I said, this is a driver's car, most of all, let's say. Or if you want a chauffeur, you want something a bit smaller. We have ambient lighting right here, around the borders. Again, the stitching. Headrest, actually at the front, the headrest is all automatic. You can control it from the buttons on the side of the door. Armrests, very big, very comfortable. Lots of storage. Cup holders, as usual. 4-area ventilation system. Let's see. Well, it's just incredible. Like this display, the quality. You have here, see, charging points, cigarette lighter. That's micro USB, by the way. Great touch by BMW. To access the children attachments for their seats, just access it here by unzipping. I'm not going to do that because I'm not going to risk damaging it, because I'm not the most soft touch person. The doors just look like the doors from a spaceship. And you can look at the detailing, the light, it's speechless. The Harman & Kardon sound system sounds great. All designed to fit together. Again, ventilation, cigarette holder, gloss black detailing all around. Speaker systems just over your head for great sound. So here, that was the new BMW 7 Series, the facelifted version with the enormous barbecue grills. Maybe we'll dub it that at the moment. But yeah, it's an incredible car, so much fun to drive. I really recommend giving it a test drive. And if you're interested, I got this one from BMW Park Lane that kindly gave it to me on loan, and I'll try and keep it as much as I can because it's fantastic. So do ask for a test drive if you are thinking about getting this car. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below or write to me directly on the LXM2 website. And yeah, enjoy the photography, and thank you very much. To the next video.